Hello everyone, this is me and I am Pradeep. So basically, it has been quite some time that I did something with my Raspberry Pi, but today I'm back. I've been working since whole night. It's 5 a.m. in the morning, and what I was doing was I set up a news reading module for Lizzie, and I'm using here I'm using Api.Ai for natural language processing and parsing, and then I have developed a module to read the news, which I'm gonna demonstrate right now. So there you go. So it's like a separate module which will just do the small talk, I mean the general talk, and also has the ability to read news on my command. Let's get her started. Yeah, before we start, so here is Lizzie lying in my computer drawer, and I have hooked up some wires around her. So forgive me for the mess that you see on my table, but yeah. Anyways, so let's get her started. So I'm gonna start debugging on my remote machine from here, which is my Raspberry Pi, and yeah, so because I had already deployed it earlier, so it's gonna start up pretty fast. There it goes. So it has already started up, and yeah, so I'm gonna start asking some commands, some questions basically. So and let's see how she responds. Who am I?
Someone smart enough to have a top-notch assistant.
Well, that was good.
My pleasure.
Let's read some news.
Any specific country?
United States.
Right now I can only get news from India.
Okay, let's get some news from India.
What region or country?
India, stupid.
MP caught in honey trap. Gang demands Rs 5 CR. Times of India. Rahul Gandhi ready to take over as Congress President. Amarinder. Times of India. IPL 2017. All-round Kings 11 Punjab crush Delhi Daredevils by
No.
10 wickets. Times of India. IPL 2017. David Warner century sets up Sunrisers win over KKR. Times of India. Is Congress going for piecemeal internal reject? Times of India. States, Union territories dilute RERA to favor realtors. Times of India. Kumar Vishwas is my brother, nobody can separate us. Kejriwal on AAP infighting. Times of India.
Wow. So she said, Kejriwal just said that Kumar Vishwas is my brother and nobody can separate us. Well, that was. So she's funny as well. Yeah, that was the real news. But, anyways, so Kejriwal and his friends, they're gonna be pissed off when they see this video. But anyways, let's ask her some more questions. So, who am I?
You're the boss with the best assistant around.
Thank you, Lizzie.
Oh, don't mention it.
Can you speak Hindi?
I'm not sure, but I'll try to find out.
तुम्हारा क्या नाम है?
Can you say that again?
Lizzie, you are stupid.
Good day.
Well, I said she was stupid and she replied, good day. Well, that's not good. But anyways, Uh, let's ask her something else, which is, hey, can you read some news?
Any specific country?
England.
Right now I can only get news from India.
Okay. Let's ask her some other question. What time is it?
Can you say that again?
So yeah, I have to work on these parts as well. So to speak the time and those kind of things, I've not yet. I did it earlier with a Python-based script, but because I'm rewriting her now with Windows, and it's basically all C# based stuff. So that thing is not yet working, but I'm gonna get it working pretty soon. I hope to be able to find some time, maybe in the coming week. Anyways, there are some other configurations that I had done for her. For example, so this is the one for the news, and let's go to the small talk thing here. So here I've got this my Api.Ai console running, and let's see. Mhm. Okay, emotions about agent. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna ask her some stupid questions. How old are you?
How old are you?
So yeah. Uh, no, seriously, how old are you?
I am sorry being naive. Can you please tell me more?
Okay, so how old are you?
It's inappropriate to ask that.
Uh huh. Wow. All right, let's see something else. All right, let's ask her this thing. Where do you live?
Right here in your device. Whenever you need me.
Do you have a name?
Lizzie is my name.
Okay, okay, I got that. Lizzie, you are smart.
I missed that.
Anyways, yeah, I'll program you to understand that as well. Let's see. Okay. All right, let's ask her about. Are you single?
I can say a couple of things about it. First, I don't like talking about it, and second, why don't we talk about something else?
All right, let's talk about something else then. You don't like it? All right, no worries. Tell me about your family.
I would like to talk about my sisters. Jasmine is the sweet and bold. She likes to dance and is sometimes very caring. Tanzia is still small, she can't talk, but she is amazing. She likes music, and I am sure she would become a singer someday, and I am Lizzie, the youngest.
Okay, so this screen here, it's a remote client that I'm using. So it's a replica of whatever is running on the device, which is Raspberry Pi. And here is my dashboard. So I can right click here, and I can launch the remote client, which is like a remote desktop session for Raspberry Pi. And here is the code that's running now. The news thing that I'm programming right now, it's very basic, but I am going to improve it. Right now, for example, it just uh, gets you the news from one country, which is India. But I want it to be able to guess the context and the country, even if you just say the city name, for example. So if I say here, ask her to tell me the news from Delhi, so she'll be able to do it. And another thing is basically I'm fetching the news from Times of India, so which is for India. I'll program her, or maybe I'll pull build a list of services for different countries. Right now it's only for India, but yeah, I hope to be able to find some time in the coming week to do so. All right. That's all I had to demonstrate today. I hope, I don't know, I hope it was good. Yeah, it was definitely good from my understanding, because I struggled a lot. Yeah, before I go, I would also like to talk about certain things. So, uh, building a dialogue system here is quite complicated, because what happens is that you don't have coordination between how, or how words are spoken uh, in a sequence. So what happens is basically, maybe I'm not describing it right, but what happens is that when you start creating a stream of text to speech, what happens is that all that thing happens in a different thread, on a background thread that is controlled by Windows. So uh, you have to listen to events now. But when it comes to speaking a continuous list of things, for example news here, it becomes quite difficult, because although you can listen to the events, but then you have to do certain things like getting or maintaining a list of strings as a stack, and then popping them out one by one. And the second thing is basically, it's I have been able to achieve it using recursion. I don't know, I mean, there might be better ways of doing it, but what I did was I created a recursive function that would call itself with each item getting spoken. So for example here, it's, yeah, this is the code that I'm calling. So here I'm just reading the item synchronously. In the bottom, if you see here, I'm calling the same function again after popping out the items, and here I'm just checking the count, and if it's greater than 0, then I'm gonna go ahead and get initialize this synthesizer again, initialize the media player again, which will play the stream of the text to speech output. And then I'm just calling the same method again to, once it's done speaking, I'm calling the same method again to speak or speak the next item in the list. So that's quite complicated stuff, but I'm gonna optimize this, and maybe I'm gonna write some other middleware logic which will take care of this dialogue system. So, and the other thing is basically you just also want to synchronize the listening and the speaking part, so that you would have to make sure that you are not listening while you're speaking, and basically while you're speaking you wouldn't want to enable the listening part. So you'll have to have some sort of control. Either you cancel the speaking if there is an urgent request for something to be listened, and if you want to put it in listening mode, then you'll have to cancel the speaking part. So that's the whole idea. Anyways, so that's all for today. I hope I'll be able to devote some more time in the coming week. Thanks for coming along and watching this.